So, I thought that I would start an internet project to see if carbon dioxide minus carbon equals oxygen is the correct answer. And maybe to tell you that my new musical instrument has been created as well. It is called the Change Godspeed Electric Harp. It's in honor of Stephen Harper. And it was him who helped me when I was thinking of all the prime ministers and what they did. Whatever they did, who was it that did that? You know, some people thought a speed harp, Change Godspeed Electric Harp, would bring world peace. I could become a musician and sing songs that were contemporary for the age that we were in. Anno Domini, 2022 years since Jesus promised that he would return. I'm not sure if he'll be here this generation necessarily, but some people thought he would return soon, pretty quickly. But anyway, so my project is to look at the internet and to implant all sorts of content for oxygen. And to say that wars will be over soon. And I'm hoping. I was looking at the TV and Justin Trudeau was saying, I don't think that anybody won. How are they winning? But now we know the people in the desert are not very friendly. And probably what they say of religion is total shit. Probably totally false. They said they would ever forgive us. Do something that is peaceful. And we gave them 21 years for their leadership to say anything about that at all. Or withdraw from our countries and from the lands that you occupy. You don't work a job. Nobody here wants to work a job with you at all. We're waiting for your unfriendliness to get out of our faces and for you to go back to the desert and find your 99 deserts. I don't want to be your wife, and I don't want to be your husband. And I think that you dress totally wrong. So, anyway, September is when I'm expecting the Canadians to withdraw from Afghanistan. And a lot of people will be returning back to school hoping that none of those people will be in their classes. Hopefully they are spies about why we believe in God, or why we believe in ourselves, or why we believe in our country. The truth about corruption and integrity problems in the English language, as you may know. Actually, the English language is a complete language. It is not like the desert language. And I don't want to change my English for anything, particularly anyway. So, I've invented the chemical equation to create carbon dioxide minus carbon equals oxygen. Most of the 7.8 billion cars that are on the planet are still producing carbon dioxide. And until the carbon dioxide problem has been fixed, we notice that there is no more global warming or global anxiety for this issue, and that the diseases and problems and plagues that are predicted for over-accessing the amount of carbon in the atmosphere, this problem has to be solved. And there needs to be a university project or a universe project, or you need to do a project, Brandon, myself, about this issue. Carbon dioxide minus carbon equals oxygen. So what I want is, for one of you people who thinks you know everything about university science, what I want you to do is to respond to my videos. Please, I ask you not for money. I'm not looking for money for this. My father has so much money, but he will not share with me, of course. He just buys me the hotel and says, we will live there. Wow. I'm going to live here? See this hotel? So poor. I used to love the hotel. Quite pleased. I had another arrangement with my family before this, and the 10 years that I stayed in Toronto were over. Most started for me in 2011, and there was a good episode 2 in December of 2012, when some of you think that the end of the world anyway was definitely not true. And, you know, there's this guy named Nostradamus who said that even though we build, even though we collect, even though we do all of our research and do all of our planning, and when we move to the new world and do a show and tell of all of our languages, or society, or our knowledge in university or elsewhere, or even though we build roads and houses and other amenities, facilities, and infrastructure, we really work hard, as I did. My resume was mostly to do with working before this time, and now I'm at the hotel, and I have 5 years to stay here before it is that I must return to some other location that I have or haven't been to before. Unfortunately, here there is no church, and I don't feel comfortable in this environment to always go to the same downtown Toronto church, because it will cost me $170 just to go downtown Toronto in a taxi to go to my church, St. Mary's Church. It's this Catholic church I've been going to since December of 2012, which I said, I don't think the world will come to an end, because I go to church that time. I go to church, and I didn't see any reason why I should quit that, but I only had to do it for 10 years, I think, at the Catholic Church, because my concern was that, when we got over here to North America, that unfortunately the devil, or something like the devil, like basically the devil, would stop us from actually having this godliness or God-based order or God-based excellence that would keep us motivated. God would keep us motivated to do marriage, work, type of singing or something. I don't know. I'm very young, so I don't know all the answers to life. But I was doing some prayers last night. Not really prayers, but a prayerfulness. Some people heard me, and some people did not hear me. And other people consider I would call 911, right? I'll call the cops and say, this hotel is totally weird. It's like Peter Bateman or something, Patrick Bateman or something. There's some boy in there that keeps talking as though other people also want to do a video and talk about themselves. My brother's name is Brett. My other brother's name is Gerard. And my name is Brandon. Okay? 3 of us. We used to always live together when we were little people. And then when I was 6 years old, I moved over to Great Britain. Hence the accent you hear from my mouth. Unfortunately, most Canadians are just talking normally, and it's very hard for me to talk Canadian. Because I was raised in the United Kingdom amongst the British people who told me for 9 years, what about life or English or the world, or just this place, Britain, should I know, should I talk about, should I ever have the awareness of? And I took 9 years of study before I completed my British GCSEs. That was grade 12 in Britain. And then I decided that I would return to my homelands and implement and apply everything I've learned. And I was really grateful that I was able to be employed for so long before this war and the global pandemic 2 years ago. But now unfortunately, I don't work for other people necessarily. More like volunteer my time. I volunteer my time on the internet, and I'm not really looking for a monetary reward. But if you want to, the video's coming to an end. Okay, the video's coming to an end. That's my first video. Thank you, interwebs.